Happy Tuesday, first grade. Yesterday in math, we started talking more about comparing numbers. You guys did so good with comparing numbers up to 20 in Unit 1, so we moved up and we're comparing numbers up to 99 now. Give yourself a big pat on the back because y'all are doing an amazing job. Today, we are going to continue learning about comparing numbers up to 99. But first, let's review our comparing numbers signs that we use. Our first sign that we use to compare numbers is greater than. Greater than means more than, and it looks like this. Can you trace the greater than sign with your finger? Or maybe just make the sign with your arms, like we did in Unit 1. The second sign we use to compare numbers is less than. Less than means not as much, and the sign is opposite. It's going that way. Remember, we can use that L and turn it sideways to make the less than sign. Can you trace that sign with your finger or make it with your arms? Great job. The last sign that we use to compare numbers is equal to. Equal to means the same. The two numbers that you're comparing are the exact same amount. And we use this sign to show equal to. Today, we are going to compare numbers that are up to 99, but I'm going to show you a different way to compare numbers. Yesterday, we were comparing numbers that were shown represented by base tens. We have our tens blocks and our ones cubes. This is what we were working with yesterday, but today I want to show you another way that we can compare numbers. Instead of using base 10 blocks, what if you got a problem that looked like this? That's definitely not the base 10 block visual that we used yesterday. I'm thinking in my head, where have I seen this before? I know I've seen it before somewhere. Where was it? Oh yeah, when we were representing numbers, there were 4 different ways that we represented numbers. The first way was with pictures. I know that's not a picture. The second way was with standard form. I know that standard form is the digits to the number. There's no plus sign in it, so it's not standard form. The third way was with base 10 blocks, and we did that yesterday. That's definitely not base 10 blocks. But the fourth way that we represented numbers was with expanded form. If you remember that when you hear the words expanded form, to pretend like you're stretching out a slinky, great job. Everybody practiced expanded form. Great job. Expanded form means that we're stretching out that number into the place values of tens and ones. I know that there's a plus sign in expanded form because I'm adding together the tens place and the ones place of a number to make the total of this number that we're representing. We can compare numbers in expanded form as well. Let's practice. If I have 50 plus 3, I know that this is our tens place and this is our ones place. I have to add together 50 plus 3, and the sum, or the answer to that, is my total number. What is 50 plus 3? If you can't remember, start at 50 and add on 3. 50, 51, 52, 53. I added on 3 to 50. My number is 53. Another way is I can bring down my tens and my ones. 5 in the tens, 3 in the ones. Let's figure out the number for this expanded form representation. We're doing the same thing that we just did here. I know that this is my tens place and this is my ones. I'm adding together 50 plus 8, or I can bring down the 5 in the tens place and the 8 in the ones place. 58. So my two numbers that I'm comparing here in this problem is 53 and 58. Now I can use my 3 signs to compare these two numbers. Which comparing number sign needs to go here? 53 is not equal to 58. That's not the same. 53, is it less than or greater than 58? Let's look back in our place value. If I start at the tens, I'm looking for the number that's bigger. Is one of these numbers bigger, 5 and 5? No, they're the same, so I need to go to my ones place. Which number is bigger, 3 or 8? 8. So 58 is the bigger number. 53 is less than 58. Great job. Let's do another one. If I have this expanded form representation of a number and this one, we need to first figure out what these two numbers are, and then we can compare them. So let's look at the first one, 60 plus 4. I need to either add 60 and 4 together, or I can bring down my tens and my ones place. I'm gonna do that. Bring down my 6 to my tens place, and my 4 goes in my ones place. 64. Let's look at this one, 40 plus 9. I think I want to add for this one. Let's add 40 plus 9. Start at 40. Will you count with me out loud? 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay, I added 9. I got to 49. And to double check, my 4 is in the tens and my 9 is in the ones. So my two numbers that I'm comparing are 64 and 49. What comparing number sign needs to go in between these two numbers? Is 64 greater than 49? Is 64 less than 49? Or is 64 equal to 49? $64 is greater than 49. Because if I look in the tens place, I know that 6 is more than 4. So that means this is the bigger number. Good job, guys. Let's do one more together. What if I have this problem? I would like for you to pause the video and think what these two numbers are. Pause the video, and I want you to figure out what represents these two numbers. You should have a number in standard form for each of them. Okay, let's see if what you thought is correct. 70 plus 8. That's my expanded form. I need to turn it into a standard form with digits. 70 is in my tens place. and 8 is in my ones place. 78. That was quick. Let's see if we can do this one. 70 plus 8. Okay, I'll do this one by counting or adding. I'm going to start at 70 and I'm going to count 8. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. That's 8 fingers. 78 is my number. 7's in the 10s, 8 in the 1s. Wait a second. Do you notice something about these two numbers? What number is in the 10s place? 7. What number is in the 1s place? 8. Which means that 78 and 78 are equal to each other. Awesome job, first graders.